Joining Georgia as we remember former First Lady Rosalynn Carter. I'm Joylyn Macrin.
And I'm Tracy Hutchins. Mrs. Carter passed away Sunday at the age of 96, and tributes they have been pouring in for the former First Lady who died at her and former President Jimmy Carter's home in Plains, Georgia. Her death came only days after the Carter Center announced she'd entered hospice care. We now know the funeral arrangements for Mrs. Carter.
Well, here's the schedule of events for next week. On Monday, November 27th, a motorcade will arrive at the Hospital in Americus near Plains, and then past and present members of the Carter Secret Service will accompany her coffin to Georgia Southwestern University, where she went to college. And that will be for a wreath-laying ceremony. And then a motorcade will bring her remains to Atlanta, where the public can pay their respects while Mrs. Carter lies in repose at the Jimmy Carter Presidential Library and Museum.
Then on Tuesday, the 28th, Mrs. Carter's casket will be brought to the Glenn Memorial Church at Emory University. That's where there will be a private service. Then on Wednesday, her funeral will take place back in Plains, Georgia at Maranatha Baptist Church. It is just for family and invited friends. She will be buried on the property of the home she and President Carter have shared for the past 60 years.
And